Okay, welcome back. I've got some buckshot I want to pattern here today. I plan to possibly use it this deer season for a couple special situations, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and shoot and make the shots on these targets. They're just paper targets that I had made for where is it? There. For testing my pistol, my prototype pistol. But I'm going to go ahead and do the shooting, and then I'll when I get back to the house, what I'll do is go over the scenarios I'm talking about, and then give my philosophy of why I'm going to choose whichever one. So today I have a couple flavors of number 4 buck. I have some Fiocchi, some Remington, and some Federal. I have single-aught buck, and then I've got double-aught buck. I'm probably just going to fire one of each. So let me get my hearing and eye protection on and get to it. By the way, the test gun is 1300 Winchester featherweight. It's the gun I use for my turkey hunting and coyotes. I have never shot a deer with it before. I have a peep I made years ago to help with sight alignment when I'm laying back against a tree shooting at a turkey. It's got a 22-inch barrel, and it's got a full choke in it right now. So without further ado, zoom in. Having a hard time seeing this stuff, bright as it is. Okay, we got the results here. All the targets were shot at 35 paces, except for one, I'll show at the end, was shot at 20 paces. So here's the first one, Fiocchi, number 4 buck, 2 3/4 inch. That is this one here. This stuff. Number 4 Remington 3-inch Magnum. Let's see, where is it? Anyway, I'll show the shells later. Again, it's 35 paces. Number 4 buck, Remington 3-inch Magnum. I expected this to do a little better. It's nickel plated shot, but is what it is. Alright, this would be number 4 3-inch Magnum Federal. Number 4 Buckshot, that is. Three-inch number 4 buck Federal. Let's see. This stuff. 41 pellets. Seem to do the best at 35 paces. Alright, next up I got single lot buck Remington 2 3/4 inch. .35 paces. Single lot buck Remington. You got nothing in the kill zone. This is either up by the neck or back in the guts, depending on the orientation of the deer. But it's 2 3/4 inch on plated. This stuff here. All right, now we got Federal double out buck 3-inch. I believe this is 15 pellet, but we'll go all through that when I get home. Here's our double out buck Federal 3-inch. It's 35 paces. Hold on here. This stuff is 15 pellet. Here. Okay, here's another Fiocchi number 4 buck 2 3/4 inch at 20 paces this time. And then here's our result at 20 paces with the Fiocchi number 4 buck 2 3/4 inch. This stuff again. This older box. They might have changed some of this, but I think they still use the clear shell. It's a copper plated shot. It's let's see. I think it's I think they say there's 27 pellets in here. So what we got got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, that's probably 5, 6, 7. So all of them are in here. It looks like all 27 hit the cardboard, and all but what, 3 hit this 8.5 by 11 inch paper with 20 pieces. I was going to wait till the neighborhood quieted down a little bit, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. But so I was going to talk about my conclusions and why I would choose what I would choose, and what it's come down to is this Fiocchi number 4 buck, or the forget about the double aught. This stuff anyway. Single aught load is no good. This Remington load, it's passable, but I didn't get any more. I didn't get any more pellets in what would be about the size of the kill zone as I did with the Fiocchi at the same distance, which the bottom line, I mean, that's what we're talking about. Is how many hits can you get at whatever distance, and the 2 3/4 inch shells probably a bit higher velocity as a 1 ounce payload as opposed to the whatever the 41 pellet 3-inch load is, and so the velocity is typically higher in the 2 3/4 inch shell. So here was the number 4 buck federal at 35 paces. I think I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in there, and then at that same distance with the number 4 Fiocchi, 2, 4, 6, 8. So what I probably am going to do is load my first round with will be this Federal, and then the magazine will be full of this Fiocchi 2 3/4 inch buck. And the reason being, the two scenarios that I have planned for this fall, one involves getting into some doe beds before they get there. And if you look out here and you see that evergreen, whatever that is, a balsam, those deer are coming into that and in a single file line. And so about the time I have a shot at them when they're out of the thick stuff would be about at that fence line, which is, I'd say, between 20 and 25 yards. Of course, I would let them come a little closer, and I'd have the option of shooting at the body or at the head and neck. But my theory on buckshot, and why I'm leaning towards the number 4, is I plan on shooting more than one deer at each encounter. We have a drastic reduction in the hunter numbers, and There's some local people that could use the meat. I could use the meat. My friends could use the meat. So uh, I want to take down as many as I can each time I run into them. So my thoughts are, and one thing I know, and I've talked about it in another video, the if you can, on a herd of does, if you immobilize the patriarch, the matriarch, matriarchal doe, a lot of times we'll have a really large doe leading that single file line coming into the bedding area. Then her older um, offspring, not a fawn, another large doe behind her. That's hers from a year or two prior. And then any smaller ones they have with them will be following up behind. So if I can immobilize the big doe, the other ones don't tend to leave. They'll come back. And then the other thing is, if I shoot her, and the second one in line goes to run, it's going to be running back up that trail that they came in on. And I'm not going to shoot at the hams on a deer. I'm going to shoot at the head and neck. And what I'm looking for here with these patterns is, can the spine or the skull not be struck by this pattern? And this is definitely a hit. And as well, let's see, this is at 20. This is the Fiocchi at 35. It's getting a little more sparse, but it's a good chance for a hit. But this federal, it's really, it seems to still have a pretty good pattern. That a shot at the neck is probably going to hit. It's probably going to immobilize that deer as it's running away. Almost like shooting a flying bird. Almost like shooting a shooting trap. And the other scenario I have is a crossing trail about the distance of that fence line there. And from that, say from that evergreen right there to there, that's the totality of my opportunities. So, and I'll most likely be up in the tree. And what those deer do is they'll come up close. They're crossing a fire break trail. That'll be over along this edge back here, and they'd be coming from the right and going across like that, going that way. So I have just a matter of seconds to see the deer, to bring the gun up, and either put it on the torso or on the neck, and pull the trigger at that distance and get my hit. There's just over there. There's no other way. The rifle will work with the scout scope, assuming I don't hit any branches on the way, on the bullets way down from the tree stand or from the saddle. I'd be hunting from a saddle, but they're bedded. The way this setup is, they're bedded. Just maybe another 100 yards in. So it's not like I can find another spot and try to ambush them. Once they get to, they have a couple evergreen trees where they approach and they check things out. And it looks clear. They don't take their time. They played this game before, and once they get close to that fire break, they actually jump across it. I've seen them. So that would be my idea of the proper use of the shotgun. The double aught didn't have a very good pattern at 35 paces, but at the distance of that fence, it would be a pattern number 4, and that would also be good. It'd be better for a body shot, but you know, even at 35 yards, that many hits in the lungs, and I've got venison. So that's my thoughts on that. As far as some larger pellets, double aught, single aught, double aught, that pattern better. It's not so much a concern for me because in these areas I'm talking about, I simply don't have 40-yard shots. I barely have 30-yard shots there. So, and like I said, I shoot one and the rest start running, I'll pick the next one and shoot at its head and neck, kind of like shooting at a rising bird. So, anyway, thanks for stopping by.